Welcome, my friends, to medieval times, a magical place where you're transported back to the days of knights on horseback jousting.
The castle of Her Majesty, the Queen, here in rural New Jersey.
See my wonderful horses, my lovely falcon, and my brave and noble knight.
As much fun as it is living in the medieval times for a small period of your day. It's not as fun living in the medieval times 365 days a year when it's your job to do it.
In real life, they don't treat their employees so well.
Plot twist there. So these medieval times workers apparently have unionized. This is on bi-coastal types of situations here. So apparently the working conditions suck, maybe pay sucks, time off sucks, all those normal things. So they've won their bid to unionize. Let's look at a few more testimonies from some of those folks. Buena Park, California, and also in New Jersey, this bi-coastal operation to get some kind of representation. Let's watch more.
New Jersey taking that first step really was sort of the catalyst for all of this.
But we've talked about this amongst the Knights for years.
Here at the Buena Park location, we are the busiest castle. Broadway does 8 shows a week. We do anywhere from 10 to 16 during our regular period during the year, and then at our busiest time, we do 21 shows a week.
The local of our union is called Medieval Times Performers United to identify to the public who we are, and they decided to file a lawsuit because we used the name Medieval Times in the union.
We're using the bargaining table to try and get the best deal for our fellow co-workers, for employees. They are using it as a tactic to drum up as much anti-union sentiment as they can amongst the other employees for the company throughout the country.
That last guy's voice really is like that. That's what tripped me out. I thought that was an act. I thought it was a medieval times voice. Either way it goes, we're talking about Jersey and California. The Jersey folks unionized back in July, though. The latest is that the California folks have. Let's look at that, because the Knights of Medieval Times will carry union cards with their lances, is what the headline says. So they did this back in the summertime. Now let's talk about the Buena Park folks. The workers at the company's Buena Park, California location voted 27-10 in favor of joining the American Guild of Variety Artists on Thursday. According to the union spokesperson, the union will represent the knights, squires, stable hands, and cast who put on the Texas-based chain's famous dinner theater shows, which I've never been to. Medieval Times workers in both Jersey and California previously told HuffPost that they felt underpaid for their work and wanted the chain to make improvements on safety and security, citing injuries during shows and rehearsals and insufficient crowd control. Jesus, is this WWE? They said that they'd hoped a union could give them a voice on the job and help boost wages at the company, with several saying that they started out near the minimum wage in their respective states. So a few details on how they're pushing back, because of course that happens. Medieval Times has oppressed the union campaign, calling the union a third party and suggesting that the workers may never secure a first contract. After the Jersey Castle unionized, the company informed workers at their other locations that they would be receiving a raise. Looks like it worked, Burbank. Jeez.
I think
a little bit.
Yes, solidarity with them. They should have a union. I do think that it's a bit of a parody that we have these places called Medieval Times, like, oh, they're so far in the past, nothing like that happens now, except we all have landlords. And many of us are essentially indentured servants when we have to work for $7.25 an hour, the federal minimum wage, and that's 63 hours a week just to make median rent in this country. That's crazy. So in many ways, we are living in medieval times. Landlord is a very medieval word. But when you think about these experiences, I mean, it's just crazy that this is what they go to work to do every day. And 21 shows a week is a lot of shows. And the fact that the company is fighting back in the most petty way, you use medieval times in your name. I mean, it shows that they have absolutely no mercy. They see the working people in this country as an underclass whose labor they're entitled to, which again is very much like medieval times.
Real fast, Burbank, have you ever been to a medieval times show?
You know I have.
Yeah, right, I knew it. They really hit each other with those jousting poles and sticks or whatever the hell they're called?
Like, they do.
That's enough right there. Where's the healthcare? Where's the 6-figure salary. This is crazy. I don't know how much they make for Medieval Times. I'm not sure if it's like SeaWorld. But bro, I'm not riding a horse and having somebody run this big post in the middle of my chest and you're not paying me more than, maybe those guys are the higher earners. Who knows? But I'm glad they're getting some kind of representation going, because who knew? Who knew? We'll never know until people speak up. I'm glad they did.